Should the Niners extend Stafford's deal if they get him? Or do you just want 2 years of Stafford and then move on to someone else? Is he the franchise guy or is he the bridge? What is he?
I think that they should go ahead and extend him when he comes in. I would say, you want to give him, I'd say give him another year or two. They might, and by doing that, they might be able to even lower his cap number further in future years because they're going to be basically paying him up front as well. And if they can do that, that really would help them with building the team over the long period of time. And so, yeah, I would say give him another 1 to 2 years and try to keep it right around that $20 million range if possible. I have written down about 25 to 27. If you can keep it in that range, I think he'd be really good.
If they trade a 1 and 2 twos for him or a 1 in this year's 2, then I think they have to extend him just because there's no way to secure a replacement, at least a young replacement on the roster. They would then be in the same market 2 years from now trying to get a quarterback with a draft pick. So if they feel comfortable giving up 3 picks for him, I think they have to re-sign him.
Good point.
Mav stole my point. God damn you. Come on. No, that's perfect. If you're gonna give up that 12th round pick, it's like, all right, you have to extend them because it's like, hey, we just gave up a pretty hefty pick, a pick that they're probably not going to be top 15 for at least initially a few years with Stafford, and you're not going to extend them or keep them for at least like some type of length. At least that way you can prop up the next future quarterback. Because if they get a replacement, foreshadowing. They extend them. They extend them for that 12th round pick, especially if you're throwing in some little kickers in there. I just don't see why they wouldn't do it. It just wouldn't make sense. It's like, hey, we got a rental for like 2 years for the 12th round pick. It's
really definitely in the Niners' interest to extend his contract. It's financially in their interest. It's secure. It makes it more palatable to give up those picks. Yes, absolutely. The Niners should go to him. Pallack should have it ready. But then the way I look at it is it may not be in Stafford's interest to sign that contract. For a lot of reasons. One, it's California. His money doesn't go as far here. He would get about 13% less because of the California state taxes if he played here than if he played in Houston or somewhere in Texas. So I don't know if he's sold on it. Like he might want to come here, see how things go, see how he feels about Northern California and the taxes and the particular politics out here and see how it goes. Or he may be really pumped to play for Kyle Shanahan and play with George Kittle and all these guys. It could go either way, but I feel like if there's any resistance to the extension, it comes from Stafford's side, not the Niners side.
Yeah, it really depends on what he values. Like, do you want to win, or like how much is living conditions that much heavy on you? Like, just pretty much how it comes to his priorities, essentially, which you would think at his age and like a little bit teetering towards. Not he's injury prone. I'm not getting into that, but he has a little bit of injuries the last couple of years that maybe now's the time to win, and no better team to do it than Kyle Shanahan and a pretty stacked squad. Or
he could look at it like, let me go to the Niners real quick for 2 years, try to win a Super Bowl, and then at 35, go home. Go back to this. I don't know. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying that would be the only way an extension didn't happen, in my opinion.
Yeah, from the 49ers perspective, I'd almost think you're going to want to have an extension hammered out before you make the trade. I mean, they've been burned the last two off seasons, or the trades that they made. When they brought in Sanders, they lost draft picks and they weren't able to re-sign him. Williams, that one isn't looking really promising there with them being able to bring him back. And you don't want to keep losing draft picks for guys, especially like the other guys have said with the first round pick.
And the Niners are really good at backloading these deals. Like, look what they did with Armstead. Armstead will be expensive in a couple of years, but in 2020 and 2021, he was like, his cap number was $6 million, and then this year it's going to be $12 million. So if the Niners could do something like that with Stafford, where his average is like, I don't know, 25, 26 million a year, but the first 2 years he's way under market value, that would be really convenient considering the cap just went down. So yeah, it definitely is in the Niners' interest.